that's just a language. So you calling people Spanish is taken away from where they really come from and how they can easily connect to white folks or what you call white folks. You think they just somewhere cutting their grass and getting all of the good jobs all of a sudden. You think they can come to America out of nowhere and run laps around you as well just because. No. They're not on your side either. But you get caught up on this white word. In your history classes and your miseducation programs, they just teach you when they roll out them big back TVs in February, during some called Black Nationality, right? So Black History Month, they roll them TVs out and they start telling you white, 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 and that's all you remember. But if I stay in Psalm 83, verse 1 through 8, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom. That's Europeans. Edom are the Europeans, the so-called white folks. But there are so many different groups there. They've already started to reconstruct those groups when you get the European Union. Anybody that studies the European Union is going to see all they're doing is recreating something that was destroyed or stopped already. The Ishmaelites, the Arabs. The Arabs. Another group that have voted against you. That have collectively come together against you. The Ishmaelites. Today we call them Arabs. The scriptures calls them the Ishmaelites. You think because you go to the gas station and he say, hey brother, he's calling you brother because he understands that the Ishmaelites come from Abraham's first son, Ishmael. Is that right? The son that he had with Hagar. Right? You come from Isaac, the son that Abraham had with his wife Sarah. The one that God said, I'm going to bless you and her with a child. Even though she was 90 years old or something like that when she had the boy. Right? But you come from Isaac's lineage. Not the Ishmaelites. So the Arab in the gas station or in the halal spot that's still calling you brother understands that you're still related. So he's accurate when he calls you brother, but that does not mean that he's going to treat you like himself. It doesn't mean that he's going to love you as himself. The scripture says, love my neighbor as myself. Well, brother, how come you not helping me get my own gas station? Well, brother, how come you not helping me get my own halal spots? Brother, talk back to me. You can call me brother as long as you want, but how come you not treating me like a brother? You're mistreating me. You're helping the rest of the world to mistreat me. Because all you're going to do is take my hard-earned, I got to work, and then I got to spend my hard-earned money in your establishment, and you're going to take whatever you made back to your homeland and build up all of this nice civilization. Meanwhile, brother, I walk through the streets of Baltimore and see all kinds of filth, flawed filth. Brother, they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. I don't got enough time to go through all of this. Moab is China. The Moabites are the Chinese. You love that fried rice stuff. You go there a couple times a day. You don't understand witchcraft yet. You You don't pay attention to the cartoon. The cartoon always had the witch somewhere stirring up the pot. So because you don't understand witchcraft, you can't stop eating their food. And they done got their whole family rich. Their whole family is wealthy. Wealthy. They still wear them clothes like they broke, like they just started up. You'll never see their house. They got a dad, they got a mom. There ain't no envy there. I'm just trying to explain to you that they are following their principles and laws. But Psalm 83 explains that they themselves are confederate against you. They have raised their hands and said, yes, let us cut them off from being a nation. Let us cut them off. You go in there trying to get your normal meal. You've been supporting them every day of your life. You go in there and owe them $1 and they still looking at you like $1. Ain't nobody letting up on you. They cut you off. The list goes on and on and on, but the reason that I'm putting emphasis on Psalm 83 and these people groups is so that you begin to understand that history lied to you and made you think that it's just a color called white. So you can't see who is against you for real. You can't see who has decided to cut you off. You can't see how they're still promoting racism by controlling the 9 areas of human activity. You don't understand economics. Economics is how you spend your time and energy. It's not all about money, because money is fake. Nobody's really interested in money. Everybody else around the world that are practicing a racist system is concentrating on wealth. Wealth is what do you own, not how much money you can put into your closet. Wealth is how much property do you own? How much land do you own? How many buildings do you own? Can you put your whole nationality into these buildings for free because you own them? That's wealth. Resources. Can you go out here and start your own supermarket based on the food and the crops that you have on your land? Can you take the oil out of the ground that came out of your land and start your own whatever type of gas station you want to start? So everybody else that's out here practicing this racism, which is a system, is concentrating on wealth, resources, and power. You concentrated on drug money, blood money, little crumbs that you can put into your safe and feel like you did something with your life because you can go outside and buy some $100, $200 Jordans. You concentrating on, oh, okay, I got enough money to re-up, so I'm going to go get me a pound a day. I'm going to go get a pound a day, I'm going to smoke half a pound and be right back at a pound. I didn't do nothing. All I did was get high and waste time while the whole world is still running laps around me. And I got children in the crib that's barely eating because all I'm feeding them is this McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King. All I'm feeding them is crack because I don't know how to cook and my girl don't know how to cook. And all she want to do, since she's so glorified watching all of these households of Atlanta type of shows, all she want to do is be glamorous. So she don't want to break her nails in there washing the dishes. And all you doing is trying to keep her because she got a big butt and a smile. So all you want to do is keep her and feel like you got you a trophy. But the first chance she gets, she's leaving you because you still a bum. And all you got is your drug money to show for anything. And the moment you get locked up, she's leaving you again and she ain't coming to call you or bail you out or do nothing. So you failed twice, nigga. You got to smarten up. I'm tired of having to say the same things in my discussions, but people aren't getting the message. You got to smarten up. Everything that you are up against is called racism. Every problem that you are dealing with is based on racism. The decisions that you are making, you're forced to make based on racism. You don't understand what racism is because you've been taught that it's just people don't like you. No, that's prejudice. Prejudice is nothing more than a preference. It's a preference. Everybody don't got to like you. Okay, life goes on, right? We learned that in school. Everybody don't like you in your class, but okay, life goes on. Right? By the time you graduate, you done made some new friends or you done made some new opportunities and life goes on. I don't hang out with that crowd. That's my preference. That's my prejudice. I'm still kind to everybody that I meet in passing, but I'm not going to sit here and hang out with the gangbangers. That's my preference. If I know that you are, Ma Paru, no, and I'm not about to sit here standing with you and I'm not Ma Paru because whoever come gunning for you might hit me by mistake. That's my preference. That's my prejudice. I don't need to be there with you. That's my prejudice. Do you understand me? Prejudice is very simple. It's very minute. It's really just a feeling. Nobody cares because that's your preference. You can be as prejudiced as you want to be towards anybody that you want to be prejudiced against. That's your prerogative. But when you decide to prevent people from becoming better, when you decide to enable, when you decide to cut people off or stop them completely from doing anything that's going to be beneficial to their lives, that's racist. The list goes on and on and on and on. Racism is a tool to keep us from knowing who our real enemies are. It's a tool. So I want you to understand this. I need you to understand this. I need you to have a better understanding of what racism is because there are people in the world that are deliberately mistreating you because of racism. You can't solve any other problem on the planet until you solve the race problem. So you're like a dog running in circles talking about solutions for this and solutions for that, and you yourselves have not come up with a solution to the race problem. There's no escape. You have to dissolve the race problem. You can't keep tiptoeing around it, high-stepping. No, you can't do that. Because what you put off to get done, your children are going to still go through tomorrow. See, racism affects your whole family tree. It's something designed to destroy your whole family tree from the bottom to the top. So racism destroyed your dad, and now your dad is sitting somewhere, barely breathing, barely walking, barely talking, and just sitting with a demon all day. That's racism has affected him. Racism has destroyed him. Your mother is somewhere just, traumatic. She's traumatized. She don't know she's traumatized because she's learned how to smile through the pain. She don't realize that she's in a frozen state. We'll get to it. I'll save that for another discussion. But she's in a frozen state. That's racism. Racism has done that to her. Your sisters don't like your dad, don't like themselves, don't like nothing. That's racism. Racism has done that to them. And your brothers, you can't do nothing with your brothers collectively, constructively, because you have been pinned against each other from the day you were still in your daddy's sack. You've been separated, disaggregated. There it is. You've been disaggregated. They disaggregated you. There it is right there. Separated.